Hi Aries, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope you guys are all doing really well. I do want to take a quick second, Aries, to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Aries out there. So guys, take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Please keep in mind also that the energies may reverse. So if it's resonating for you, Aries, you get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that is not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aries? Aries. All right, Aries, you are starting out with the Page of Swords reversed. You have the Six of Cups and the Hangman. So there's somebody here you're not really talking with. You're not really sure what's going on with that person. I do feel like this is somebody that either you consider to be a soulmate or, and I'm hearing for some of you that this is a loved one. This is not a love interest. So for somebody, this might be a family member, but take that only if it resonates for you, because that seems highly specific. In any event, I do see you waiting. You're kind of in this suspension energy. You're waiting to talk to this person, waiting to find out what's going on with this person. This could be a soulmate of yours, or it could just be somebody that you have known for a very long time. So let's see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aries energy. All right, the person in your energy, we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Star card, sign of Aquarius, and we have the Ace of Cups. So I will tell you that this person definitely does love you quite a bit. I feel like this person is also thinking of you. They're going back and forth in their mind. And I do feel like with the Star card, they're very hopeful that there can be a beginning or a new beginning, depending upon your situation. So they're very hopeful. There is a sense of imbalance, though, that they're experiencing right now. It could be financial, but there's a sense of disquiet, a sense of emotional imbalance that this person needs to kind of, get under control. They are healing from something. Let me see the energy between Aries and this person. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. You may not be talking with this person or haven't talked with them in a moment, which would explain why it is that you're not really sure what is going on with them. You could also be hoping for an offer from this person that hasn't come. If that's the case, Aries, it's not a matter of whether they have feelings or love for you. It's a matter of them being unbalanced right now in some area of their life. And they're trying to heal that. They're trying to get that under control. Show me what's affecting this connection. Yeah, the Queen of Wands in the reverse. There's a lack of action on both sides, actually. You're not really approaching them. You're in this waiting energy. They're not approaching you, but I suspect it may not be why you think. I suspect it has to do with them healing from something. Because when they look at you, they look at you hopefully, or when they think about you, I should probably say, it's very hopeful. So let me see the outcome for Aries, because I feel like this has you a little concerned. Queen of Cups in the reverse. All right, so you could be dealing with a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer sign, or you could be dealing with another fire sign like yourself, an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. But what I'm seeing here is that by the end of the week, you're still in this waiting energy. You're not really expressing your feelings, your emotions, but neither are they. But they want to. This person right now is having to fill their own cup. They're healing from something that is causing a lot of disquiet in their life. So I don't see, I don't see the expression of emotion, but I can tell you that it's definitely there. I'm also getting an indication that something may have happened in the fall time frame that has affected you, especially on an emotional level. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands in the reverse. Underlying energy, and again, it is indicating to me that you are not communicating with this person. There's a fresh start that's trying to come in. I believe back maybe around fall time frame, but doesn't necessarily have to be. There was some kind of a bad news. There was that caused the two of you to stop communicating for a little while. And you may not completely understand what it is, or you may even feel that this person didn't tell you everything, that they may have lied to you, or they may have lied by omission. But there is, you know, good news that's trying to come in, but it just can't yet. So let's clarify your reading. Spirit, why is the Page of Swords in reverse for Aries? Why is the Page of Swords here? Okay. All right, so we have the Six of Coins and we have the Queen of Wands again in reverse, which tells me that you are definitely not taking action towards them. But you want the situation to have a successful outcome. You just don't know if it will. There's a lot of uncertainty here. Why is the Six of Cups here? Why is the Six of Cups here for Aries? All right, we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Four of Wands reverse. We have the Ace of Wands. So yeah, there was an ending in this relationship. For some of you, this was a marriage that ended, but I feel like for most of you, it was more of a long-term connection. In whatever capacity you know this person, you've known them for a while. I do feel like there were a lot of problems that were here, and I do feel like they're long-standing problems that did lead to the non-communication. I'm also seeing that you have a lack of trust in this person. That being said, you still do want, and you still want this new beginning. For some of you, you were very passionate about this person and them for you until whatever this is that happened. But these problems that happen, they didn't just happen in one day. These built up over time. Let me see the Hangman. Show me the Hangman for Aries. And you could be a little upset with this person as well, because you're definitely out of sorts with them. All right, we have the Devil. Yeah, you believe there's something toxic here, and the Ten of Wands. So there's something that's toxic in this person's energy, or you believe it to be toxic. It could be a toxic relationship, but there's something here that you've identified, and you do want to resolve it. But you're waiting, you're holding back because you believe that this person is still in a toxic energy. So I can see that you want success, you want communication, you want to talk with this person. If this is a love interest, you definitely want a new beginning with this person, and you want to work all this out, but you're holding back. It's like you're using your discretion. You're saying, no, there was something toxic here and they need to work this out. They need to sort themselves out. So let's look at their energy. Show me the Two of Pentacles reversed for the person in Aries energy. Nine of Cups and the Five of Cups. This person has some regrets. Yeah, they have some regrets. They see you as wish fulfillment, though. I do feel like this person is going back and they're looking at everything that happened between the two of you. They're very sad. There's a sense of sadness, regret, depression for some of them. This person is, you know, feeling like, did you ever really love them? They're also looking at it and they're unable to see the love that is there because they're deeply entrenched right now in guilt, or either guilt or regret or both. And they're really in their feels right now. They're unbalanced, like I said. But they definitely see you, Aries, as wish fulfillment. So let me see the Star card. Yeah, this person's going through something. So for whoever this is for, I hope that this gives you some idea of what they're going through, because I feel like you're not in contact. And if you are in contact, which I doubt, but if you are, I feel like they're not telling you what they're going through. And I can see that there's trust issues on your side. Okay, so we have the Strength card. That tells me this person is very fear-based. We have the Ten of Swords reversed. And we have the Knight of Wands reversed. This person may have been acting as a player. They may have been in and out of this relationship, a lack of consistency here. They are definitely fear-based, but they want to heal the damage that was done. There's a sense of betrayal that is here. Now, I don't think they feel betrayed. I think they feel that they betrayed you in some manner. And so I do see that they're not taking action towards you. They're not coming towards you to communicate either, but underlying all of it is fear and also a need for them to work on their issues. And this person could be avoiding some of their issues here. But again, the desire is to bring this connection together. So let me see the Ace of Cups. This person actually, for some of you, this person actually fears talking to you. I don't know what happened because I'm not, that was a lot. We're not going to take that. I don't know. I'm not seeing conflict. There could have been. I apologize for that. Show me the Ace of Cups. There could have been conflict, but what I'm seeing is that this person has a fear of trying to work things out with you. This was a painful ending, and I do feel that you both felt it was very painful. All right, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Three of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, they're unhappy. They're unhappy without you. They want to invest in this connection. They're kind of watching and waiting to see what you're going to do as well. If this is a love interest versus it being a family member, I do feel that this person is not really dating. They're waiting. They feel like they're invested in this connection. And so I do feel like this person's isolating a lot. They could be depressed. There's a sense here of guilt. There's a sense here of wanting to repair damage that has been done, but not really taking the steps to do so. So let me see the energy between Aries and this person. Yeah, Ace of Swords reversed. And there's the Page of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, you have a lack of understanding about the dynamics, some of the dynamics, at least from their perspective. And I do feel like you would be open, Aries, but some of you are a little bit upset with this person as well. I do feel that you're not communicating, they're not communicating. Again, there is, for some of you, this person wasn't truthful with you. And that's what's made you upset, and that's created these trust issues. And they know it. They're looking at this. They're analyzing this. Let me see the what's affecting the connection. Why is this Queen of Wands in reverse? Why is the Queen of Wands in reverse for Aries? All right, we have the King of Wands, and we have the Two of Cups reversed. So this ended because of the inconsistency and because of the betrayal. I'm telling you though, Aries, this is rooted in fear. And this person is trying to heal, but they're still not addressing some key issues that led to this ending. They know it as well. They know it. They're not reaching out right now because they're really focused on the past and how things ended. There's a part of them that wants to blame you, but at the same time, they are aware that there was some sort of betrayal here. Now, in your energy, I do feel that if this is a love interest, you feel this is your person, but you also know that the two of you are not on the same page. There's still a lot of problems that are present. The Nine of Wands is not in reverse. It tells me that these problems that are still existing, you do want to work them out, because here we see the Ten of Wands in reverse. This is what you're desiring, is to work these problems out. But there's just a lack of trust right now. I do feel like there's something here that is going to make you feel better about the situation. Some of you could take action towards this person to try to repair the situation, mend the situation. But I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure that that's what you're, because you're realizing that there's some toxic energy here that still needs to be addressed. And this is why you've been waiting. So let me look at your outcome and we'll see. I'm seeing very strong fire energy. I also see Gemini energy. Leo energy is here. Show me the outcome for Aries. Show me the outcome for Aries, please. Show me the outcome for Aries. All right, so we have the 10 of Pentacles reversed. We have the Emperor in reverse. And we have the Sun in reverse. Yeah, it's like you're at a standstill with this person. Nobody is really taking control of the situation. And so therefore the situation has spun out of control. There's all these emotions that are here. You're both feeling very drained. And I feel like the person in your energy, I'm definitely seeing that this person is feeling rather depressed. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to handle the situation properly. They do feel invested. They do want a new beginning here with you. They're unhappy though. I'm seeing a lot of unhappiness, a lot of regret, a lot of guilt, but I don't see them taking control of it. I don't see them reaching out, at least not in this week. But just know that the feelings, they definitely have very strong feelings for you, as you do. In your energy, I don't see you taking control of the situation either. It's like nobody wants to make the first move here, and that's what's preventing this new beginning. It's preventing the good news from coming through. And so I feel like you're holding back, Aries, because you're identifying something that is toxic that needs to be addressed, needs to be handled in order for this to move forward. So you're feeling this deep sense of loss here. I definitely feel like a lot of you would like to work it out, but you don't feel like that is your responsibility to come to this person. You may feel that they were in the wrong, that they need to come towards you. There's a deep sense of loss, though. Also, be very careful, though, Aries, because I am also seeing a family member or a close friend who may be giving you poor advice, and that is not going to be helpful. It could cause this to go further out of control. So just be careful who you're receiving advice from, because you don't want this to, get even more out of control. Bottom of the deck is the Temperance card in the reverse. Underlying energy. You could be dealing with a Sagittarius, very strong. Also showing very strong Aries energy here. Very strong Leo. Like I said, very strong fire sign energy. So, but it doesn't mean they have to be a fire sign. It could be they have it prominently in their chart. As an underlying energy, Temperance in the reverse is telling me that this is a very unbalanced situation. It's highly emotional. Your emotions could be up and down during this period. And I do feel that the imbalance here and the highly charged emotions is what's creating the blockage to keep this from getting its jump start, So let me get a oracle card for you. Pulling for Aries. And you know what? You know your situation. So, follow your internal guidance. Don't ever give up your, power to anybody. Family member, tarot reader, anybody. You follow your internal guidance. All right, so you have number 51, and this is called Moonlight. So let's read that. Give me just 1 second, Aries. And here it is. Your intuition allows you to see beyond the mundane, logical, and analytical. Follow it. So that's confirmation on what I just told you. Moonlight beckons. Come and trust your intuition to lead you into places that may not seem logical. Your hunches will be right on target. Resist second-guessing yourself, for your alternative perception is especially sharp right now. You can see beyond the surface of things and truly read between the lines. This is a good time to use oracle cards or other systems of divination to gain information. Remember that the language of intuition is a symbolic one. It comes subtly through a hunch, a tingling, a clear sound, or an animal or object crossing your path. Spirit is sending you messages to help you now. Success is yours if you follow the signs. So that is definitely, following up on what I said. It's confirmation. So definitely trust your intuition on this. Don't be steered in a direction that doesn't feel right to you. All right, I hope this has been helpful for you, Aries. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hype this video if you get the opportunity. Until I see you in your next reading, Aries, know that you are love, and namaste.